Now give me a lovely smooth drive here.
Yeah.
Right, today we've got Johnson in for his first mock test. Tell him what you do, Johnson.
I'm working as an electrical technician in Bobon.
Tell him how long you've been driving a car.
It's it's going to 1 year now.
No,
No.
how many years have you been driving?
Yeah, it's around 14 years.
About 14 years. He's been driving an automatic. He's had how many hours with me?
It's only
About 8 hours, something like that.
8 hours maximum.
Very fast. Thinks he's in an automatic. Needs to be smoother, but if he did drive safely for 40 minutes, he's going to win £400. Right. Do you want me to tell you a bit about the driving test? Is that a yes or a no? Do you want me to tell you about what you're going to do?
It's absolutely it's required. It's needed. Without driving license, we cannot drive the vehicles. In the daily life, I need to drive the cars.
Right. You're going to be out for 38 to 40 minutes. You're going to take in various traffic and road conditions.
Okay.
One manoeuvre.
Okay.
Possibly the control stop, and you will be driving independently by way of sat-nav signs. Do you understand that? Yes? Can you say that okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Throughout the drive, I'd like you to follow the road ahead at all times unless you're directed by signs and markings. Or I'll ask
You
you
will arrive at your destination at 9:38 a.m.
I'll ask you to turn, which I will do some good time. Okay?
Okay.
One question before we start. How would you check your dipped headlights are working before starting a journey?
Put the lights on
Yes.
and around the car.
Good stuff. Right. Good luck, young man. And turn right out of here and go left at the end of that junction, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
When you're ready.
Yeah.
You just stay calm and we'll be fine, yeah? Don't get nervous as you ain't passing. When you're ready.
Yep.
Now you're following the sat nav and you can see it okay? Yes? You're following that sat nav.
Which no, I didn't get.
You're going
this okay.
you're
Okay,
going to
okay.
follow the sat nav.
Okay, so it will tell.
It'll tell you where to go.
Okay.
So just turn right and then at the end of the road turn left.
Yeah. Okay.
So at the end of the road turn left, and the sat nav should work from there.
Yeah, sure. I need to turn left.
Turn right at the end of the
Turn
road.
right,
Yeah, listen to
St.
sat nav.
John's Road.
It started already.
Yes. When it's safe to do so,
Yeah.
you show me how you'd open and close your window.
Yeah, sure.
Can you pull up a convenient place on the left,
Pull up on the left.
please?
Sure.
Serious fault number 1 for you, Johnson. Well, that didn't take long, Johnson. Now, if I should have pulled up a convenient place on the left, the first thing you should have done was check their mirrors. There was 2 cars very close behind that didn't have a clue what you were doing. You're slowing right down, and then they eventually overtake you. What you should have done was clock the mirrors first, found your spot, then put the signal on, and then start slowing down.
At the end of the road, turn right A690.
Sorry.
Thank you. Now you drive on when you feel ready.
Straight.
After 80 yards, bear left, then go right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit. Bear left, the crescent, then go right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit, A691, Framwell Gate, Peth. Go right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit.
Serious fault number 2 for you, Johnson. Serious fault number 2, Johnson. When you leave the roundabout, there's a blue car on your left, but there's ample time to leave in the left lane. You leave in the right lane. Now what you do then is you drive all the way down the road in the right lane, causing this blue car to undertake you. You can leave in the right lane if somebody's cutting you up, but then you need to get your foot down and get back to the left lane. Rule number 1, keep left at all times unless you're turning right, overtaken, or road markings tell you otherwise. But you shouldn't be driving down in the right lane, Johnson.
It's
After 300 yards, you have reached your destination.
300 yards.
You have reached your destination. Framwell Gate, Peth.
That's the end of the independent drive.
Okay.
Okay, I'll direct you back from here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, at the roundabout, turn right. That's the second exit for the A177. So we're turning right for the A177.
Yes.
Minor fault number 1, Johnson, your signal comes off and you cancel it yourself actually, but you should reapply it. A lot of traffic about, you need to confirm where you're going. It doesn't matter so much because it's like control, but I would still have that signal on for right. the clutch down. Thank you. Dangerous fault number 1 for you, Johnson. Johnson, there was no way you're going to get your car through here. I'll give you every opportunity to stop, and I left it at the last second. If I let you go, you probably would have hit that black pole that's stuck on the pavement on the left-hand side. You should have assessed that gap, had a look at the gap and decided not to go through, and you should have stopped before the yellow box. I don't know why you didn't stop for. On the driving test, the examiner will mark that down as a dangerous on the DL25 and that he's had to take physical action. Now that doesn't look good on me when I have to take my pupils in the take my pupils to test and the pupils are recording dangerous faults. So I don't know what you were thinking here, Johnson. I wouldn't even went through on a pedal bike, never mind a car. Oh, it's too tight. Can't get through. You're on the pavement here.
I thought that.
No, it was too tight. You should have stopped the car. Yeah.
Because they are behind the car was there, so
Hmm?
they are too near.
It was too near. The learner driver behind didn't make any difference. You were going really slow. It wasn't that close. At the roundabout, turn left.
Turn left.
Minor fault number 2, Johnson. The signal comes off at this roundabout. Now, I probably wouldn't have marked this because there was nothing behind, but there's a pedestrian looking, watching where you're going there. I'd have stuck that back on just to confirm that you would turn left. They might have thought you were going straight ahead and they could have stepped out in front of you. So you should have stuck that signal back on for left to tell that pedestrian what you were doing. At the end of the road, turn right. Minor fault number 3, Johnson. You stall the car because you just jump off the clutch. You're supposed to put gas on before you lift the clutch. When it does stall, this car, as soon as you put your clutch back down, this car will start itself again. But what you've done is you've turned it off and then had to turn it back on. Didn't affect any of the road user, but so it's just a minor fault. I did have a pupil fail here because he stalled and got out of the junction, stalled in the middle of the road, and he slowed the car down from the right. And the examiner gave him a serious fault. Turn right, it's the second exit.
That's Newcastle.
Dangerous fault number 2 for you, Johnson. Johnson, had I not duelled you here, you would have wiped us both out. I would have gotten sideswiped off that van. Now, I can understand why you've done it. It's an unusual roundabout. It's very rare that you give way to the right, then drive onto the roundabout and give way at the left. But you had 4 clues here. give way sign to the left, give way sign to the right, give way lines, and a give way triangle. So you should have clocked all that before you entered the roundabout. Got to give way here, look. You have to give way to traffic from the left. Right?
It's 165.
Could you just pull up on the left before the next park car? A bit further forward. Keep going. That'll do. Closer to the curb. That'll do. Thank you. Right, now we're going to do your parallel park, okay? So I want you to pull up alongside the car
No.
and reverse back into a park position within 2 car lengths. Do you understand that?
No.
Right, so when you're ready then.
No. Camera where is it kept?
Hmm?
In the road, huh?
On
I
the-
have to see that. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. Sorry.
That'll do, that'll do. Minor faults number 4 and 5 for shunting forwards and backwards and for not looking all round. You're lucky you stopped it when just before you nudged that curb. Had you mounted that curb, Johnson, you would have recorded a serious fault. When you came in far too fast. It was going downhill. You should have pushed that clutch to the floor and just controlled it on the brake. But if you do it a bit slower, you'll do the manoeuvre very, very easy. Thank you. That'll do.
Hmm?
That'll do, that's fine. You drive on when you're ready.
Just little bit was more because the camera was there, so I didn't put more. It's okay.
Thank you, that'll do.
Yeah. So
Drive
can
on when
move.
you're ready. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dangerous fault number 3 for you, Johnson. Johnson, I'm not sure what's going through that big brain of yours, but I had to duel you again for the 3rd time. There was a poor learner driver overtaking you, and you tried to move off. If I let you go, you would have crashed into them. Stop the car there, look.
They slow down, right? They slow down, then they take. That's why I
At
put a
the end of
signal.
the road, turn left. Could you pull up in a convenient place on the left?
Pull up.
Pull up, please, in a convenient place. Sure. Very good, sir. Very good. That'll do.
There was an exit.
Hmm? Right. Turn your car up. We won't go back to the test centre, okay?
Yeah.
Right, how do you think you've done? Past the field. Oh, and you should be able to answer that.
There was 2 mistakes.
How many?
2 or 3.
5.
5 mistakes was there.
Yeah.
One on the signal, on the not waiting.
Mm.
On the signal right on top, touch the pavement. I drive through the pavement on the signal.
Hmm?
In the Durham. On that,
Yeah, where you turn right there.
yeah, and the
Right.
roundabout,
Yeah.
I didn't see the left.
Right. First serious fault.
Yeah.
You're driving down the road right at the start. I said pull up on the left. Can you remember? Right at the start. I think there was 2 vehicles behind you.
Oh.
You were driving really slow. You didn't check your mirrors. You were
Uh-huh.
driving really slow, and then you just pulled up. What did these cars behind do?
Need to put they will
You didn't signal. So
okay. Over there. The first.
in the first few minutes. yeah?
Okay.
So I said pull up on the left. Now you're too busy looking for a place to
Ah.
pull up, but there was
I didn't mind that car.
you didn't
Okay.
notice the cars behind you.
Okay.
What you should have done was just looked in the mirror, seen the cars. Once you picked your spot, then put the signal on. But you just kept driving really, really slow. Then the cars behind, they didn't know what you were doing, so they just overtook you.
Okay.
Now the next time I pulled you in, I said pull up behind the parked car. Straight away you looked in mirrors and give the signal. Perfect. Yeah. Next one. This roundabout. Can you remember turning right 4th exit? At a roundabout with a sat nav. Yeah? Right. You were here.
Yeah.
You done all this well, by the way. But when you left the roundabout,
Yeah.
which lane did you leave in?
There were some cars. There was one bus was coming on the left lane. That's why
Mhm.
I chose this lane as well.
Right. Then what should you do? To be honest, I felt you could have moved over. But then what should you have done?
Then I drive straight.
No, you'd get back to the...
This lane.
Yes.
But I drive straight because
You drove all the way down. on the right
after
lane.
the signal only I taken left.
Yes.
But after the roundabout need to keep.
Right. When you left the roundabout,
Yeah.
you could have left in the left lane. There was
Ah.
enough space, okay?
Okay. So I just choose
But
to the straight
I
lane.
can understand what you mean with a car. Then what you could have done is, if you didn't feel comfortable leaving the right lane, then you need to get your foot down and get back to
I
the...
was at time. I thought there was a signal after that signal.
So you had to get back to which lane?
The left lane.
Right, what did you do?
I go straight.
All the way
All
down
the
and
way
right
straight.
down, yeah?
uh,
Then I haven't got a...
It could be a serious mistake.
It's a serious fault, yes. Yeah.
No, normally, if we are taking the roundabout, the 4th exit, so
Yes.
we cannot use the first lane.
No. When you've got 2 lanes clear,
Yeah,
you must leave in the left lane.
left lane. We always need to keep it.
Yes. Unless somebody's cutting you up.
Yeah.
Then you could leave in the right lane and put your foot down, then get back
Yes,
to the left lane.
even if there is a gap, that we have to move to left.
Yeah, if there's a gap, you've got to get back to left, yeah? You cannot drive down in the right lane.
I drive straight lane to the
Yeah,
end
all-
of the end of the dual carriage way. Then just stop.
Right. We were driving up that road, and the road was very, very narrow. There was a car with a trailer. And something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, well, just use
I
that
told
there.
there is a gap, so once reach nearby only, I say that hook up.
Yeah, but it was really tight. So what
Yeah.
should you have done? He was over this side of the road a bit.
Yeah.
What should you
I
have
thought
done?
we can move, but there was a
Yeah.
on hook was on the
Yes,
sides.
that's
Then I should
correct.
stop here.
You should
I
have
should.
just
I
stopped.
thought it can little bit we can go, but I didn't mind that pavement.
And then you tried to go on the
Yeah.
pavement. There was a black bollard
Right.
there, yeah. So you should have just stopped and let them come through.
I saw
You
this
agree?
one, but
Yeah.
I thought there is a gap we can move, but
Right.
that's it.
In the next one, this roundabout here. And we'll have to
The
go.
third
What does that say? What does that mean?
giveaway sign.
Right, give me a lines, give me a signs.
Yeah.
Give
we,
way to
we
who?
enter here and we should wait here.
Yeah, we were just going to wipe us out. And then near the end, it says drive on when you're ready, parallel park.
Yeah.
Yeah. The learner driver behind you is indicating to move off.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just start pulling off in front, try to pull off in front of them.
Yeah, I think they slow down. I thought they will stop.
No,
So that's why I put
no.
a signal. So,
Look,
but they're taken.
when you're pulled up at the side of the road
Yeah.
and there's a car moving, they have
they move.
priority. So what should you have done?
I moved around.
You should have just waited and let the car go past and then move on. Have you got that?
Yeah.
Right, have any questions before we turn that off?